are watching MLS Breakfast. Welcome and good morning. My name is Anthony Richardson and I'm here with former professional footballer turned current pundit Ian Fiveankles, who he's got some links to America. He played for the Delaware Greenhouse Gases in the Indoor Soccer League in the 90s. He's paid his dues and he's here to entertain yous. Ian, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yes, MLS is back. MLS Breakfast is back. It's good to be back.
That's right. It's good to be back. The Exploding Heads are here for you throughout the entire tournament. Broadcasting from all the different cities in North America, although Mexico's counted as North America according to Wikipedia. I don't want to disappoint our Mexican fans, but they're not in MLS. They're in Liga MX, and that's a different league. We're in North America. If you discount a third of the countries, we're in America and Canada. And I am in Canada today. I'm in Montreal because we are previewing the Montreal Impact versus New England Revolution. Ian Fiveankles, you are in New England. You're in Massachusetts, Foxborough, near the Gillette Stadium.
No, I'm not. I couldn't change my flight to Vancouver. We were supposed to be covering FC Dallas versus Vancouver. I was going to Vancouver, and I couldn't change the flight, so I'm here.
So Ian is stuck in Vancouver. Not a problem, because we're still going to be bringing you the red hot preview of Montreal Impact versus New England Revolution. And Ian, if you're in Vancouver, that kind of makes it an all Canada affair versus England, New England in America, getting all three countries in North America, apart from England, which isn't in North America. Mexico is in North America, but no, there's nothing Mexico about this one, Ian. It's pure Canada versus England in America. But first, it's a breakfast show, and every day we will be showcasing the breakfast products of the cities we are in. I'm in Montreal, and of course, they're big fans of apples. This is a Montreal Québécois apple, Pomme de Québec, and it's red in tribute to the maple leaf, and it's got a white underbelly in tribute to the white bit on the Canadian flag. Ian, what speciality of New England are you eating in Vancouver?
Well, I had a Vancouver sandwich with gravy on it, which I have to say was absolutely disgusting, but I'm hoping they also eat those in New England, because that's what I had, and I'm trying, yes. Vancouver has a lot in common with New England. They might even be twinned, for all I know.
Ian, just a chat about when we get back to the Airbnb this evening. Let's just chat about having the breakfast on the air as we're doing it, just so you can showcase those amazing breakfast products in each location. Try not to eat it before the actual show. No.
Generally happy to do that, but a sandwich with soft white bread and gravy on it, I mean, who does that? I'm glad I didn't do that on air, because I was nearly ill.
Sure. Later on in the show, we will be previewing Montreal Impact versus New England Revolution, and after that we'll be speaking to that special guest. He was due on the show yesterday, but he's on today. It's Jeremiah Disney, a great relation, next door neighbour of a relation of Walt Disney. Just talking about how stoked he is to have the tournament played at his home, the Disneyland Stadium. But first, we're going to be playing Wakey, jakey!
Wakey, jakey!
Wakey, jakey! Yeah, that's right. Every day on the show, we'll be waking up a different person called Jacob or Jake or Jakey. And today is no different. Today's guest is Jake Rubin, and he's going to be on the line now. He doesn't know we're going to be talking to him. Here he is. Let's ring him. Okay. So it's Jake Rubin. Wakey, jakey!
Wakey, jakey Rubin.
It's not even morning. Can you guys stop calling me?
Oh, that was fun. Now we'll be previewing Montreal Impact versus New England Revolution just around the corner. But first, a word from our sponsors. Of course, we are sponsored doing this show by Iowa 2039. Iowa, the state of Iowa's bid for an MLS expansion team by 2039. They're working very hard behind the scenes. They've got a great office. We went to it. Well, we've seen it on a Zoom call, and we're staying every night in Des Moines in an Airbnb before jetting off every day to a different team's city. And just a word from our sponsor, why not go to DeSoto Lake at the DeSoto Wildlife Refuge? The refuge is home to around 30 mammal species, including white-tailed deer, beavers, opossums, raccoons, fox squirrels, muskrats, and coyotes. Many bird species also inhabit the refuge. You've got great blue herons, egrets, pelicans, turkeys, and cardinals. It's a major stopover on the Central Flyway bird migration route. Ian, we're going to get down that bird sanctuary as soon as we blooming well can.
Yes, I absolutely cannot wait. I tend to see nature as like the Hunger Games of the animal kingdom, so I'm hoping for some massive carnage when we get there.
That's right. And soon we're going to preview the big game. But let's just have a word about the cities we're in. I'm in Montreal, and can I just say, what an excellent welcome I've had for the couple of hours we're here today. A fantastic city. Everyone's really excited for Montreal Impact against New England Revolution. They feel like they've got a great chance. In the airport, I haven't seen anyone sort of milling about. Everyone's kind of like more at home, but it just in the Uber on the way to this location, I was just looking as far as I could through people's apartment windows. Everyone seems super excited for the tournament. They feel like they've got a great chance. What about you, Ian? How are Vancouvans thinking about New England Revolution's chances?
Well, the Vancouvans are very proud of their pine forests. They have the best pine forests in the whole of the North American continent, and I'm sure it's similar for wherever New England is. And yes, the Vancouvans could not be friendlier. It's a very diverse mixture of peoples and cultures. I'm having a lot of fun. The Vancouver Whitecaps have an English player. I mean, it's a shame we're not going to see him. But Andy Rose, I believe. Is it Andy Rose? Yes, Andy Rose, who came through the ranks of Bristol City. We're not going to see him because Vancouver are not playing today. But the Whitecaps, what a name, what a place.
How disappointed will he be by not playing today, and how fired up is he for the tournament itself, Ian?
He'll be gutted. I mean, he's used to disappointments, having come through at Bristol City, and then he played for Motherwell and Coventry, so he's kind of made a career out of disappointment, but this will be up there with some of the most disappointing moments in his short career. I should also say that for the Vancouver Whitecaps, we've got other people flying the flag for England, which sort of links with New England. Luke Summers is the assistant video analyst there, so big up Luke Summers. I hope you're watching the New England game even though you work for the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Well, I mean, they're all in the same complex, Ian. They're probably going to be watching the games on the televisions in their hotel room while eating breakfast, much like we are here. Now, we're going to be previewing the big game, but first, we want to know, who is the MLS Superfan? It's a feature we're doing every single day, and today is no exception. Today's Superfan supports Columbus Crew. His name is Matt Fisher, and he's going to explain to us why they are going to win the tournament.
Hey everybody, here to tell you why the Crew are going to win the MLS's back tournament. You might remember these three guys. Well, they're not back. They've been gone a while, and the money we saved on their wages has finally been spent this offseason, bringing Vito Wormhor, Lucas Celeryan, and Darlington Nagbe. I think we've got a pretty good shot.
Ian, I like Matt Fisher's optimism. What do you think about their chances, the Columbus Crew?
I think now they've revolutionised their badge. Personally, it's a bit of a shame. I miss those three construction workers. I thought for ages it was the Beastie Boys on the badge. Puzzled me for a long time, that did. But now they're gone. Yeah, I think, no, their hopes are in the gutter.
And those three construction workers were actual mascots at Columbus Crew games. They turned up in their hard hats and they built things. They built things on the halfway line at half-time, things that took about 15 minutes to build. So you're looking at cabinets, you're looking at IKEA furniture, a flat pack wardrobe. They built, you name it, they built it. And 15 minutes. If there's three of you, you can build some quite interesting things. We're going to do our big preview. But first, let's introduce one of the mascots. Every day we look at a different MLS team mascot that features in the chosen big game. Today is no exception. Today it's Montreal Impact's mascot, who is Monsieur Foot, the silly soccer hound. There he is, Ian, with his big football shorts. Ian, dogs, they've got a well-known pedigree when it comes to football, chasing balls, jumping on the pitch, invading the fields. Someone's career was ended, I think, when he got a dog bite or something like that. Or I remember a player in the first division, I think he tried to tackle a dog and he did his Achilles or something like that, and that was a career-ending injury. How dangerous are dogs in football, Ian?
Yes, I remember playing at the Crabble Ground in Dover in the late 80s, and a dog invaded the pitch and mauled 3 of our back 4. They were unable to continue. We played on... we would have played on with just 8, but the dog actually proved to be quite useful in the air, so we kept him on at the back, but we still lost heavily that day.
And that's the history of dogs in football. Now, time for the big preview. Ian, you'll be delighted to know that there's an English player on each team. So it's going to be very difficult choosing who's going to win, because both of them have absolute class on their side. Now, for Montreal, Lewis Binks, he's played 2 games for Montreal Impact. He's very young. What's he going to bring to the side?
He's going to bring youth and those 2 games worth of experience.
Whereas Michael Mancienne for New England, he's the highest paid defensive player in MLS. He's had a long and storied career he played for Hamburg, he played for Nottingham Forest. So he's played for good teams and not so good teams. Where does he fit in at New England Revolution, the Nurse?
Well, as you know, I did most of my research on the Vancouver Whitecaps, so I'm guessing he'll slot in comfortably in a sort of defensive role, somewhere in the back, I would guess. Yes. Very good player, very big fan of his, not seen him play.
And now it's time for the Iowa Predicting the Score competition. As you know, we're sponsored by Iowa 2039, as they work hard behind the scenes for that MLS expansion team by 2039. As soon as they find an owner, a potential stadium, there's plenty of land out there, and I mean, they're not going to want for spectators. There's plenty of people in Iowa hyped for MLS's back. And they can't wait to sink their teeth into a team that's a bit closer to home. So, Iowa, the highest elevation in the state is Hawkeye Point at 1,671 feet. So, if you take the ones on either side of 1,671, that's 1 all. After normal time, then 6-7. New England, the away team in this game, they're going to win 7-6 on penalties. That's my thoughts, Ian. What about you?
Well, I've been quite confused as to where I am geographically, and I referred to this place as Iowa, a cross between Iowa and Vancouver, and I did it twice. I thought I was in Iowa twice, so I think that means a 2-0 victory for Vancouver.
You heard it here first, 2-0 to Vancouver against Montreal Impact. What a game. And before we go, let's talk to Jeremiah Disney, the great-great-nephew's grandson's next-door neighbour of Walt Disney himself. Time to ask him about cartoons and how they fit in with the whole MLS ethos. Just got an email come up. He's changed shifts on his rota at work, so can we speak later? The answer is yes, Jeremiah. We will give you a call tomorrow. Looking forward to that. All that's time to say is we're going to be going back to Des Moines this evening, back to the Airbnb. Looking forward to that. How long's the journey for you, Ian, by plane? For me, it's a cool 4.5 hours.
I'm looking at 7. Is there any possibility of me going straight to the next venue?
I think we're going to stick with the plan, and we're going to get back to Des Moines to the Airbnb, just to kick back, unwind, watch some MLS on ESPN. Looking forward to that.
I'm not going to get back until about 2 in the morning. Yeah. What time do we need to head off?
I think I'm off to Seattle tomorrow. You're off to San Jose. So Seattle for me is actually just a short hop over to the Suncoast states of Washington, of Seattle, and you're off to San Jose. I think that's in California.
It's California.
So yeah, I think you're
I'm looking at a
4 in the morning, probably
4 a.m.
Yeah,
start.
so see you back at the ranch tonight, Ian, and then tomorrow we'll see you back, guys, right on this channel. More MLS breakfast. Seattle Sounders versus the San Jose Earthquakes. See you soon.